Thiruchitrambalam, Hara Hara Namah Parvati, Badaye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Sitsavesa, Sivasidambaram, Tenarde Sevane, Putri, Natavarkum Mireva, Putri, Thiruchitrambalam, Idukkum Makkadai in the Malchayula, Nadakum Mainmay, Namakarul, Saidida, Tatakai, Aindudai, Tal Sevi, Nilmudi, Kadakalichai, Karutulirituvam. உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நிர்மலே வேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவான். சைவத்தின் மேற்சமயம் வேறிலை அதில் சார் சிவமாம் தெய்வத்தின் மேற் தெய்வம் இல்லனும் நான்மறை செம்பொருள் வாய்மை வைத்த சீர் திருத்தேவாரமும் திருவாசகமும் இவை தரச் செய்த நால்வர் பொற்றாள் எம்முயிர் துணையே. தில்லைவாழந்தனரை முதலாக சீர்படைத்த தொலையதாம் திருத்தொண்ட தொகைடியார் பதம் போற்றி உலையவர் புராணகதை உலகறிய விரித்து உரைத்த செல்வமலி குன்றத்தூர் செக்கிழாரடி போற்றி. ஆதாரமாகிய மாணிக்க வாசகர் பாதார விந்தம் வடிவம் பண்டு செய்த தீதான பாவங்கள் எல்லாம் தீர்ந்து ஞானோதயம் வந்து கூடிடுமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Dear devotees, welcome back to the Periyapuranam Discourse series of ShaivamOrg. By the grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva, we are here to think through the wonderful history of Shri Thandiyadigal Nayanar today. Let me bow my head to the lotus feet of David Chekla Swamigal and also to the Kudambatti Kalyanapuri Adina 57th Pontiff, Srila Sri Vaisravana Manikavasika Swamigal as well. With the blessings of the Almighty Lord Shiva, let's go ahead and get started with number one, Shri Thandiyadigal history. Thandiyadigal Nayanar, he was born in Thiruvarur. He was blind since birth, a staunch devotee of Lord Shiva. When Deva Chekla Swamigal starts the history of Thandiyadigal Nayanar, he starts with the phrase, Thandiyadigal Thiruvarur Pirakkum Perumai Tavamudayar. He got the fortune of being born in Thiruvarur. You may recall in 63 Nayanmars apart from 63 Nayanmars, we also have 9 specific Pohediyargal, which is also called group. We call it group of devotees, specific group of devotees like priest of Chidambaram and the priest of Adiseva community, and so on. Like that, those who are born in Thiruvarur also come under the specific group, Thiruvarur Pirandargal Ellarkum Adiyen. Because if a person is born in Thiruvarur, he reserves the mukti in Kailash. That's what Sundaramurti Swami said. Thiruvarur Pirandargal Ellarkum Adiyen. Thandiyadigal Nayanar was born in Thiruvarur. He was so blessed to be born in Thiruvarur. He starts with that phrase. So Nayanar was blind since birth and an ardent, staunch devotee of Lord Shiva. He would wake up early in the morning. Despite he had no vision, he would wake up early in the morning, go to Shiva temple, will do services in the temple. He will recite Panchakshara and do services in the temple. That's his regular duty. We have eyes, we have everything, we have got everything we need, but are we really going to temple every day? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Thandiyadigal Nayanar did that. So it was the time when Shaivism was being threatened by other external religions like Jainism and others. And there was some constant frictions between, I would even say, the frictions being initiated by the external religions against Shaivism. So Thandiyadigal Nayanar Puranam also based on that friction as well. So Thandiyadigal Nayanar wanted to clean the pond in Thiruvarur, the holy pond Thiruvarur, which is called Kamalalayam. So at that time, the Jain gurus, there were a lot of people from Jain community at that time, and the gurus have constructed their mud and gospel close to Kamalayam. They were troubling Shaivists in many different ways. We have seen this in the history of the Thakur Swamigal and also Triyasanda Swamigal, what level they would go into to defeat Shaivists. So they constructed their mats and their temple close to Kamalayam pond, and they started encroaching day by day. The Kamalayam pond started to become shorter and shorter because they were spreading their gospel all over. Thandiyadigal Nayanar got worried about that. He was worried that if this is left unchecked, the whole point might be ruined by this group in due course of time. So he wished to preserve the pond by making it deeper and bigger, and also clean them up. Kamalaya Kulam is Tirtham is very, very auspicious for Shaivist in Thiruvarur temple. That's where the Lord of Thiruvarur will do Tirthavari. The pond itself has 64 ghats. Ghats means section, 64 different sections. Taking a dip on each section will give us a specific benefit. You could see them in all the details of the 64 ghats and their benefits in the temple situated close to Kamalaya Kulam pond. The Lord name is Yajneswarar. So if you ever go to Thiruvarur, do make a visit to Yajneswarar temple and pay your obeisance to them. There you can see the details of 64 ghats. So it's very auspicious. Thandiyadigal could not tolerate to see this auspicious pond being slowly ruined and encroached by this community. Then he decided to clean the pond and do some services. Because he's blind, right? Think about it. He had no vision, but still he could feel that. He could feel that. He fixed since he has no vision, he fixed some sticks to show him the path to the pond and tied them with the rope so that he could walk around with the help of that rope, go into the pond, clean the pond, and then he can take the soil with his spade. He got a spade as well and transfer them into a basket that he was carrying, and then come back to the bank and then throw it out of the pond. That's the service he was doing. He started doing it, and he would hold on to the rope fixed to the sticks while walking. That's the only way he can do it because he can't see it. Then he was doing it and started doing the service. Then the Jain gurus were watching this, and then one of them came to him that you're making the pond deeper and bigger, which is not good for them. It will hinder their agenda. So then they said, you're causing death to so many creatures in this pond by doing this. And then Thandiyadigal Swami replied, you would ever understand the benefits of doing services to Lord Shiva. He's the one that feeds all living beings in this world. So he won't let any harm befall the living beings. Then the Jain gurus laughed at him and said, oh, we thought you're just blind. Now we find that you're also deaf and fool that would never admit the truth. Then Thandiyadigal Nayanar got really irritated. Nayanar said, you are blind because you can't see the Lord. Right in front of us, we have the Lord of Thiruvarur, and I am telling you the benefit of services to Lord Shiva, and you don't understand it. You are deaf, you are blind, not me. And then he asked, you said I am blind. If I get my vision back and lose yours, what would you do? Then they immediately replied, if that ever happens, we will leave the city, run away from here. Okay, that's the challenge. And then Thandiyadigal Nayanar accepted the challenge, but um, um, the other external religious gurus, they went on rampage, took away the sticks, pulled the rope and his basket and spade, and assaulted Thandiyadigal Nayanar. Thandiyadigal Nayanar felt helpless by this unexpected attack, an insult. Then he went to Lord Shiva temple in Thiruvarur, Lord Tyagesar, and Puttidangondar. He prayed to the Lord, my Lord, I was just trying to protect the teeth of the pond where you take the holy dip every year during Brahmotsava. It's your property. I was trying to protect it, but I was assaulted and insulted. You need to help me. You need to do justice for this. Then Lord Shiva said, don't worry. You will defeat them tomorrow. Then Thandiyadigal Nayanar was very happy. Then Shiva appeared in the dream of Thandiyadigal, and he confirmed that. So he will defeat them. Then Shiva also appeared in the dream of the Chola king and told him, my devotee Dandi was being harassed by the Jain groups. You must go and address that immediately. Then the king went to the pond the next day morning and met with Thandiyadigal, paid his obeisance to Thandiyadigal because Lord Shiva ordered the king to meet Thandiyadigal Nayanar. Then he understood that struggling to get this something useful done in Kamalali Kulam Tirtham. And then Thandiyadigal Nayanar explained to the king what happened yesterday. So now king understood there was an agreed challenge between Thandiyadigal Nayanar and the Jain Guru. Then he asked the Jain Gurus to come down as well. He said, I heard this version from Thandiyadigal. Do you agree to it? If he gets his vision back, will you leave the city? Do you agree to it? Then they said, yes, we accept the challenge. We confirmed that. If we get defeated, we will leave the city. Then the king requested Thandiyadigal Nayanar if he could show to the whole world. The king was so sure because Lord Shiva appeared in his dreams. Then Thandiyadigal Nayanar went inside the pond. He was standing inside the pond. Then he was praying to Lord Shiva. If I am a true devotee of you, my Lord, I will get my vision back. And then the Jain Guru standing right in front of me will lose their vision. And this will happen right in front of the king. So he took a holy dip by reciting Sri Panchakshara, Namah Shivaya. He came out of the pond with a lotus kind of eyes. He could see the world clearly. He got the vision back, and everybody was surprised. At the same time, within a second, the Jain Gurus lost their vision and became blind. Justice was served. Then Chola king commanded his forces to get them out of their country, and all of them sent out of the country as promised. Then Thandiyadigal Nayanar continued to do the service to Lord Shiva. Kamalali pond was perfectly cleaned, all the obstacles and encroachments totally removed. Then Thandiyadigal Nayanar went back to Lord Shiva, Tyaheshwara Sannidhi, and prayed to him, thanked the Lord for his blessings and support. And then Thandiyadigal Nayanar continued to do the services, and on one fine day, Nayanar merged with the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. That's pretty much about Sri Thandiyadigal Nayanar history. So that's it. Let's end the session for today. Tomorrow we will cover Murka Nayanar, Muttu Nayanar, and also so much more Nayanar. Thiruchitrambalam. என்றும் இன்பம் தருகும் இயல்பினால் ஒன்று காதலித்து உள்ளம் மூங்கிட மன்றுளார் அடியார் அவர் வான்புகழ் நின்றது எங்கும் நிலவி உலகலாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஹரஹர நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹரஹர மகாதேவா. சித் சவேசா சிவ சிதம்பரம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, இந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். என்கிறான் தண்டியடிகள் நாயனார் போற்றி போற்றி.